Hello students, today we have seen chapter number 5 OC Emergency Mode of Business. This chapter is very much listened in 11th standard 11th, that the second part of this chapter is emergency mode of business in 12 board. Then what is the mean by e-business? So meaning of e-business, online transaction, outsourcing. This is very much important in this emergency mode of business. So what is the mean by business? What kind of business in this series and chapters? The new business or mantra of business is growth, globalization cycle, speed and competitiveness. E-business is a electronic business, is in is established in 1997. So this is the types of business is that employees and suppliers, two types of business motives in that e-business is surrounding very much important for that e-business. Then IT systems and so many companies will be manage business efficiency. Electronic business refers to the use of web, internet, intranet, extranets or some combination there was to conduct business. The internet and the web support together provide opportunities in selling customer relationship for product and service design, user support, and technology is moving fast to make things possible tomorrow which seem impossible today. So meaning of e-business is that e-business or electronic business is the administration of conducting business via internet. So e-business, for example electronic business, is from the terms email and e-commerce. There will be two terms is definitely in consider in e-business is that e-commerce and email. Some people use the term e-business and e-commerce, but they are not use. E-commerce refers to buying and selling online, while e-business is that e-commerce is a branch of e-business. So scope of e-business is that we have mentioned about that the scope of e-business is that quite vast. Almost all types of business functions such as production, finance, marketing and personal administration, as well as managerial activities like planning, organizing and controlling, can be carried out over computer networks. So this is the business activity done by the consumer to consumer and business to business, consumer to administration, consumer to business and business to consumers. First is that business in business, B2B. In the form of this business to business, the both business entitle and involve individual consumers. Here the parties involved in e-commerce transactions are firms, and hence the name of B2B, that is business to business. Then next, though to point number 2, business to consumer, B2C. The business to consumer identifies their needs and searches the production and services need to customers, and the customers receives the product and services, make the payment and get service to claims. That is B2C transaction, how business firms, and it is the end of the consumers of the business. Then third point, consumer to business, C2B. That is the most important scope of e-business. That is the sixth point is involved in that. Then point number 3, consumer to business, C2B. In this consumer to business production system, the consumer is request a specific service from the business. Consumer to business is a growing for the consumer's business in a specific service from the business. It enables buyers to quote their own price and specific goods or service. Then consumers his request with a get set of budget online, and companies review the consumers requirements and birds for the project. Then 4, consumer to consumer, C to C. This facility the online transaction of goods and services between two people. For that, consumer to consumer is involved the electronically are facilitated transaction between consumers through some third party. A common consumer post on item for the site and other consumer bid to purchase it. The sites are only intermediaries just to match the consumers. The internet allows the lot of space for consumer groups to be formed. Then business to administration, B2A. This part of e-commerce in company possibilities are transactions conducted online between business and public administration. For example, companies payment of taxes, getting permits, etc. 6 points, consumer to administration, C2A. The consumer to administration, the business, all electronic transaction conducted between individual and public administration. For example, getting passport, Aadhaar card, license, etc. is that example of consumer to administration business. Next point number 5.1.3, benefits of business. The main advantages of e-business is people get product information through channels like face to face, mail and phone. The internet has become the fourth channel for trade. The internet trade is becoming and allowing business to sell more and at a lower cost. That is of easy of formation. The formation of traditional business is difficult, whereas to form e-business is relatively easy to start. Then lower investment requirements. Investment requirements is low as compared to traditional business and store physical existence and can be managed with less manpower. So if trade does not have much of the investment but have contact, he can do fabulous business. Then convenience. Internet offers the convenience of 24 into 7 into 365 days a year. Business is going on any time and flexibility is available. Then e-business is truly a business that has enables and enhanced by electronics business. Then for point speed, the beneficially the benefits becomes all the more attractive when it comes the information its speed or selling in malls information that internet is going on. Then global access, they see this point is global access means global world internet. This is allows to sell to access the market. On the other hand, it offers freedom to the buyer to choose products almost part of the world. Then movement towards a proper less society or consumers use of internet has considerably reduced the dependence on paperwork. Thus record and refranchising on information has become easy. Then government support, then the government provide environmental support through e-business. This support gives the maximum transparency in business. Easy payment, the payment in e-business is done by credit card, fund transfer, etc. It is available round the clock. Then next point 5.1.4 limitation of e-business. There is asked this 3 of 1 question in 12 board. Then limitation of e-business, first is lack of personal touch. Then e-business is a lack or by mistaken of the personal touch on cannot touch on feeling the products, so it is difficult for the consumers to check the quality of the product. Next, delivery time, the delivery of the products takes time. In traditional business you get the products as soon as you buy, but that does not happen in online business. Then security issues, there are a lot of people who scam through the security of the business or security issue of the buyers and sellers. Then government interference, sometimes the government mentions some interference in the business. Then high risk is involved on as there is no direct contact between the parties in code of the frauds. Then next point 5.2 online transactions. So what is the mean by online transaction? Let us see one by one. So online transaction is the process that helps the internet. It can't take place without a proper internet connection. Online transactions is the process of buying and selling take place through the internet. When the consumer purchase for some products or service online, he or she buys for it through online transaction. Then next 5.2.2 procedure of online transaction. What is the steps for procedure of online transaction? First is register. Before online shopping, you register with the online vendor by filling up a register form. Business and registration is the first step for online transaction. For the online transaction, the consumer need the logging in particular website to buy a particular for particular service. The consumer's email ID, name, address, and details are saved and are safe with the website. This is the account and his shopping card is online record. Then placing on order, it is second step on online transaction is placing on order. When a consumer likes a product and services, he or she puts the product in the shopping cart. The shopping cart gives the buyer to purchase the number of units or quality desired to be brought, item selected and price for such a item. Then third, payment. It is the last step in online transaction. The buyer has to select the payment option. These payment systems are secured with very high level encryption. The personal financial information is completely secure. Then next, cash on delivery. In this type of payment, the buyer pay when he or she receives the product. The payment is made at the doorstep. Then b, check. In this type of payment, the buyer send a check to the seller and the seller send the products after the realization of the check. Net banking transfer. In this type of payment, the payment is transferred from the buyer's account to the seller's account electronically. For that, net banking is transfer their money through internet. So then next, credit or debit card. The buyer makes payment through debit or credit card and amount get deducted from consumer's account. Debit card or credit card, popular known as plastic money. Digital cash. Digital cash is a form of electronic currency that exists only in cyber space and has no real physical properties but offer the ability to use real currency in an electronic format. Then buying selling process. Information plays a very important role in all the transaction. Information is exchanged in both traditional as well as online business. See, there is a cycle for that in your page book, page number 100. Buyer fund sellers, selection of goods, negotiation of price and delivery terms and conditions, sale, payment and delivery, online payment or delivery and payment, post sale activity. Then next point, 5.3, outsourcing. Then what is the mean by outsourcing? So let us see one by one. So introduction of outsourcing. So outsourcing is the process for conducting a business functions or any specific business activity to specialized agencies through the non areas is situations that is called as outsourcing. The outsourcing business process is conducting some business functions to specialized agencies and companies benefits also. The example of outsourcing is that need of the establishments such as shop, malls, housing society, offices is called as outsourcing business. Then next, 5.3.2, needs for outsourcing. Today, services are all over the world are becoming highly specified. Most services require finally turn skills with increasing global competition. Most companies are focusing on showcasing their products for that need of outsourcing. Then advantage of outsourcing. First is overall cost advantage. It reduces the cost and also saves time and efforts on trading cost. Then stimulates entrepreneurship, employment and exports. So outsourcing stimulates or in expanding various employment and exports in the country. For distance of areas. Low manpower cost. The manpower cost is much low than that of the companies. Access to professional, expert, and high quality services. Mostly, the tasks are given for the people who are involved in the business. This provide us with a better level of service and fewer chance of error. Emphasis on core process rather than the supporting ones. With the help of companies can give the supporting increase the quality of their products. Next, investment requirements are reduced. The organization can save the investing of latest technology, software, and infrastructure, and let the outsourcing proper handle the entire infrastructure. Increase efficiency and productivity. This is an increase efficiency and productivity in the non-core areas of the organization. Next, knowledge sharing. Outsourcing enables the organization to share knowledge and best practices with each other. It helps develop both the companies and also boost goodwill in the industry. Thank you. We'll listen the next chapter.